oftentimes I get asked those questions. Doesn't the devil know his fate? I mean, it's in the back of the book. I mean, it's all through the scriptures. He doesn't win. He doesn't win. And doesn't he know that? He's got to be smart enough to know that, right? And it's like, smart enough? Maybe. Deceived? Definitely. But I do know this, that Lucifer, who was, from all indication from Scripture, which was not a lot, but in Ezekiel, he was the bestest of all created beings. He had it all. And he was more magnificent than anything else ever. So he had the capacity to understand God pretty well, I think. And then he even says, you were even walking the coals of fire. Now, I've never heard any angel, cherubim, or seraphim ever mention that you got to walk on the coals of fire. Now, I don't know what those coals of fire are, but I think it's pretty special. I do. Because, or the word wouldn't bring it out, like you even were able to do this, which I think is a sweet fellowship possibly with the Godhead that no one else had ever really had. So it wasn't that he wasn't smart. It wasn't that he wasn't powerful. It wasn't any of these things, but he got cast to earth because of his disobedience and his rebellion. But we often forget that he took a third of them with him. Well, what are they doing? Satan's not doing all the stuff Lucifer's not doing all the things you see today. He's holed up in some conference room kicking out strategy with the rest of the guys that he deems to be princes that are close to him, that probably rule the nations. Because quite frankly, they're allowed to rule the nations. They always have been, except for Israel. Now, they were allowed to rule all the nations. So, of course, they think they get all the earth, right? But then Jesus came. And so not only does God have the Israelis, he has us too. So God always has a plan upon a plan upon a plan. That's what I want you to hear. He always has a plan upon a plan. And the things that you see right now, yes, they are absolute. But his mercy endureth forever. And he has a plan of mercy for each and every one of us. But he does not have a plan of mercy for those fallen beings. So we got to stop thinking that Lucifer is so omnipotent and omniscient, because he's not any of those things. He has a network of beings to help him destroy this earth. God has three persons in one. And a whole angelic host on our behalf.